Hi, my name is Philip Rodriguez. I also go by PG1 Online. I'm a former Overwatch player here at UCI. I'm currently the team manager.
Hello, my name is Andre Algogo. I used to be the Overwatch player from 2019 to 2021, and now I'm the manager for Valorant.
Esports to me is a way for me to channel my competitive nature into something that's positive. I've always been a very big gamer, and I've always been really competitive, and it was a natural fit to put both those together.
The communication part is probably the most important thing that I learned from UCI Esports and balancing my student life, especially when I was the captain for the Overwatch team during 2019 and 2021. I had to learn that, being a good follower is part of being a good leader, which means that I'm not above them and I'm more equal with them.
The biggest skill for me was realizing how valuable my time is and how to manage that time. When it came to Overwatch, putting the time in was like the most important part. Once I was able to put the time in, I was able to get the skills I needed, and I realized if I put time into anything I do, eventually I will be good at it. And that was the same, I realized that when it came to school. So I treated school almost as if it was Overwatch in a way where the more time and commitment I put into it, the better I do. And I realized that it wasn't so much like a natural innate ability as much as it was applying myself and actually putting the effort in. I think currently being part of the program here has helped me in more ways than I could have imagined. Currently I am the team manager here for the Overwatch team, and I never would have gotten the opportunity at any other school to have the opportunity to actually be a team manager in a professional setting and not just like in a club setting where most places just have a typical club, whereas here we have an actual fully fledged program. And that is something that I can't find anywhere else, at least on the West Coast, at such a high level.
So the most memorable moment would probably be the Harrisburg win in 2019 during my freshman year. That was probably the biggest moment because at the time they were the champions for TESPA, right? And us taking it to, I think, 3-1. Even then, the first couple of games, I was like yelling at the top of my lungs because it was such a hype moment. I was like, oh my God, we took 1-0, let's go, we got the first map. I was like, oh my gosh, how are we beating them?
The most memorable moment from being here at the program was probably like the first couple days, just experiencing everything. I didn't know what to expect. I kind of just walked in blindly. And I remember doing the trial process and just being there and surrounded with people who I was like, competitive and as interested, and not only just the game, but in school, and committing to esports was mind-blowing. I was in awe that there was a program like this out in the nation. When it comes to doing this and becoming like a full-fledged athlete here, I think the most important thing is, as I mentioned earlier, it's like time management skills. If you understand how to block out your day and how to schedule around practice, it's not that difficult. It just takes like the commitment and dedication to stick to a strict schedule, because once you have that schedule set, and like that, you go through the motions, you eventually will get to the point where you're like one of the best players in the nation. At least that's what happened for me. Just committing to it and not stopping, while also being able to balance like the rest of my life, like was doable. And I figured out a way to do that, which was just planning it out, writing everything out, and figuring it out, because it's doable.